Hey, brothers and sisters in Christ, I just want to take a moment to speak from the heart. We can all see that events around the world are getting worse and worse, just as the Bible said would happen in the end times. Many Asian countries are being hit by strong typhoons, floods, and famines. Violence and war are breaking out everywhere, especially in the Middle East. These are heartbreaking times, and I'm asking all of you to please pray for the victims of these calamities and for God's mercy to cover them. I also want to thank all of you who continue to support this channel and lift one another up in prayer, even through the hardships of these last days. Your faith and kindness truly means so much. In the next few videos, we'll be sharing powerful messages to encourage you to stay strong, keep the faith, and prepare spiritually and practically for what's coming. Let's continue to walk in love and not fear, trusting that God will protect His people. Thank you all so much, and may the Lord bless and strengthen every one of us. Amen.
Okay, so a lot of people had messaged me and asked me where is a safe place to move to. And, again, it's hard for me to say because each person has their own different scenarios. Some people have families, some people don't. Some people are in school, some people are locked down at a job. So I can't just give a general answer of where I think that you should move to. I would recommend making a move soon because by 2027 or sooner, you probably will be locked down in the United States. I think they're going to implement this digital ID a little bit sooner, and then you're going to have issues traveling, possibly getting passports, and your freedoms will be taken away from you on a daily basis. So I would move quickly on this, okay, and get your house in order. And I'm going to run through these randomly, so forgive me if I keep looking down because I had to take notes here. And again, I mentioned this in another video, but I'm going to show you and I'm going to speak about it in this video just in case you don't see the other one. Another reason why people are having health problems is because they removed all the salvestros in the vegetables. Salvestros is a natural enzyme in the vegetables that help fight cancer. So if you look at for example, the bell peppers in the United States, they're all round. They look like a big giant pumpkin, and they just don't taste right. While this is a natural organic bell pepper, I know it doesn't look like it. It kind of looks like a chili pepper, right? But this is actually a bell pepper. It's a very sweet taste to it, and this is 100% organic. And every one that I pick from my garden is a different size, and not one of them looks identical to the other one. So this is truly organic, and this has the salvestros in it, which helps fight cancer. It'll also make your skin very smooth and very clear, and it will eliminate wrinkles. So if you find yourself not feeling well, you feel a little bit bloated, down in your stomach right here, and you're not feeling well, in my other video, I have a organic coffee that will remove parasites and worms and toxins from your body. You can go take a look at that video. I'm going to upload it soon. But on this video, I wanted to really focus on corporate America. It seems to me like it's become completely unhinged. Like corporations just don't follow the rules anymore, do they? Insurance companies, banks, utility companies, I mean, the list just goes on and on. They're just not playing by the rules anymore. 1 month you get an electric bill, it's $300, and you cut back on your electric, and then the next month it's like $400, and you're like, wait a minute, how could it be $400? I've been cutting back on my electric, not increasing it. How could it be more? So, they're playing games with us, obviously, where they can just charge you whatever they want to charge you. And what are you going to do? If you don't pay it, they're just going to cut your lights off. So there's a lot of lawlessness going on in corporate America. Same thing with vehicles. You go buy a brand new vehicle or even a year pre-owned. You spend $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 on a brand new truck or a car, and within 3 months it's broken down and it's in the shop. I mean, you would think spending $80,000 on a brand new truck, that thing should be bulletproof. It should last forever. Well, not forever, but you know what I'm saying. It shouldn't break down where it needs $3,000 worth of repairs within 3 to 4 months of you buying it. But unfortunately, we're getting ripped off and paying a lot of money for products that are not made very well. That's for sure. Same thing with insurance companies. I mean, you can be paying insurance for 3 months to 3 years. You go to use it and put a claim in, and your claim is denied. And they don't even have to tell you why, right? They don't even have to give you a reason. They can just say your claim is denied at this time. And you sit there and say to yourself, man, I've been paying insurance for over 3 years to this company, and now that I need it, they don't even want to pay. But yet we're required to have it by law. You don't find that to be suspicious? Like, are they just stealing our money or what? So, anyway, this is one of the reasons why I moved out of the United States. I mean, I don't deal with any of this. I know you people do, and I feel for you. And that's why I make a lot of these videos, because I'm actually taking time away from, you know, what I like to do and make these videos and try to educate people and help you. And the best thing to do is not participate in their game, to get out of the system, whether that's moving off grid or leaving the country. And I know that sounds like a lot. People say, leave the country. I can't leave the country. I'm from the United States. Why would I want to leave my own country? Well, probably because they're going to lock you down very soon. That's why. You won't be able to travel and you won't be able to do anything. They're going to implement this digital ID. And if you don't want to conform to it, you're not going to be able to go anywhere anyway. And even if you do conform to it, you're going to be so restricted in your movements of what you can buy, what you can eat, where you can go. It's like living in prison with a little bit of freedom. I don't think that's the America that I remember growing up in. And I know some of the older people that are watching my video are probably shaking their head. And same thing, you know, we didn't grow up in a time like that. We grew up in a different time where we actually had freedom of speech. We could, you know, go on our merry way and do what we wish, and we didn't have all this surveillance. Where now you can't do anything anymore. Even if you say something out of line on the internet, you can get in trouble for that too. But the one thing I think that most people should take away from this video, from watching it, is I'm gonna tell you right now what's gonna happen, and I know this for a fact. I've been on the government websites, the Council of Foreign Relations, and etc. etc. They've already putting this information out years ago. I just take the time to read it, where I know most people don't have the time. But by 2027, this will all be implemented. Digital ID, currency will no longer be paper currency. That's going to be taken away. You're going to wake up one morning, your bank accounts are going to be shut down, your 401k is going to be gone, your Social Security is going to be gone. And no, this is not fear-mongering. If you think that, then I feel bad for you. But I would seriously consider making some changes. I really cannot give financial advice. I do not want to give financial advice. I'm not qualified to do so, but I can tell you what I've done is I moved my money into gold, and I moved my money into different assets. And I'm not talking about crypto or anything like that. Anything that they can just hit a light switch and turn the lights off one morning, and you go to log on to your crypto account and there's nothing there and you can't log in. Who are you going to call? Who's going to come to your rescue? You think someone's going to pick up the phone and say, "Hi, can I help you?" No, it's all AI. It's all it's all automatic, animated, and you're not going to be able to get through to anybody. And even if you do, they're not going to be there to help you. So I'd be very careful. And I know people can make money in crypto and you can make money and all that stuff. I get it, but it's all coming to an end. I just want to let you know this. It's coming to an end. They are going to take away your 401k, your Social Security. They're going to basically bankrupt the middle class. And I know that sounds kind of harsh, but I'm just letting you know the reality of it. It's coming. It's going to happen. They are going to get rid of the middle class. You're going to be wiped out. They're coming for your property. They're coming for your cars, and they're coming for your bank accounts. And I would put my house in order, and I'd find a way to protect myself. And I know it sounds pretty harsh. I don't even like making videos like this because I don't like any of that doom and gloom stuff. I'd rather talk about positive things, things that we can do to help people. But I have to inform you in these videos early on, the ones that I'm making now, of what's to come. Because if you don't prepare yourself and get yourself ready, I'm not going to be able to help you with the next step. So this is going to be just a quick short video. I don't want to make it too long. I just want to thank everybody for watching my last video. I wanted to come on here and make a short video to let you know everything's a-okay. I had people messaging me. Excuse me. Hey, thanks for joining me, TikTok. This video is in response to a video that I had made about 2 weeks ago or so. And it was a video saying former naval intelligence officer warns the people of America. And a lot of people responded. I have a lot of questions here. I didn't expect the views that I got. If you go to my channel, I don't make content like this. I mean, I'm a drummer, okay? When I got out of the Navy, I started playing the drums, even when I was younger, and my channel was about music. It wasn't even about any of this stuff. I don't make any money off of TikTok. My channel is not monetized. I'm not making any of this stuff up. I am not spreading lies or deception or any of it. If you believe that, then just keep scrolling. If not, stick around because this is going to get kind of interesting here. There was a lot of great questions by you people, the viewer. So I want to be able to answer some of these questions for you. There was a lot. So what I did was I chose 8 that I thought were needed answering. Very interesting questions. Some of them were not even part of the topic that I was speaking about. So let's get into it, okay? The first question, I have to put on my glasses, sorry, my eyes are not that great anymore. First question, what do you know about them spraying the skies? I know a lot about that, actually. Answer in short, okay? The reason why they are spraying the skies, and they usually start around 7:30, 8:30, 9:30 a.m., is to block out the blue natural light that comes from the sun. The sun has 3 spectrums. It's going to be morning, afternoon, and dusk. And the sun puts out a natural light, which would be like a blue light that is very essential for your neurowaves and neuropaths in your brain. This is a fact. You can even ask any neuroscientist or, doctor, and they will tell you the same thing. So when you block out the blue light that comes from the sun in the early mornings, it basically dumbs you down. Your brain cannot function properly, and you are a lot easier to control. There are other reasons that they do this, but this is one of the main reasons. I've heard people say, oh, they're blocking out Nibiru, and listen, we live in a dome. Let's just get this straight, okay? There is no solar system. There are other places beyond our reach, but it is not in outer space, okay? It is not up in the sky like you think. So let's just get past that for a second. So the reason why they're spraying it is to block out the blue light. This is very important that you understand this. Blue light. Go look it up. Do some research on it. This is the main reason. This is why they spray early in the morning. Okay. Second question. Again, glasses. Safe areas in the States. This was probably the number 1 question that I was asked when I made this video. And again, I did not expect the amount of views and the questions, and I'm glad that you participated and started asking questions because I don't know everything, but I do know a lot. And what I do know, I'm willing to share, okay? So safe areas in the United States. Well, people say, well, why would people ask about safe areas? What is this about? Just in case you didn't see my other video. and I had warned people to stay away from coastlines and the Mississippi River, and said that you should migrate toward the center of the country or at least away from the coastline. So when people ask about safe areas in the United States, look, anywhere that has high elevation or that's away from the coastline is always going to be a plus. The only thing you have to be careful of is the flat plains, anything that has flat plain land. There's a lot of flat plain land in Iowa, Missouri, and in certain places in the Midwest that you do have to be careful for. But anything with higher elevation is going to be a huge plus. A lot of people are just not in the position to move, nor can they move. They don't have the money, the finances. They have kids in school. Listen, I understand all that, but I'm just letting you know, by 2027, if you can, get away from the coastline. Okay, the next question, and this kind of coincides with the first question: when will this happen? Look, I don't have a crystal ball, and nor do I claim to be God. I'm only going to go by documents that I've seen, that I shouldn't be sharing with you, but anyway, documents that I've seen that coincide with this, okay? And this is 100% fact. When I say when this will happen, short answer, by 2027. It could be sooner. It could be next month. I don't know. I'll be honest with you. But by 2027, from the documents that I read and from what I've seen, there was a agenda here to change things around as far as what the United States is going to look like. Okay, next question. I need my glasses again. This is a great question, by the way. Whoever sent me this. What do you know about the food supply? Great question. Matter of fact, that should be one of the number one concerns on your mind, is what you put in your body. So what do I know about the food system or food supply? Well, number one, it's full of poison. Number two, it's full of parasites. So if you buy your groceries at any of the big chain stores, it's probably not a good idea. There's a lot of parasites in the foods that are being produced right now, and they are also full of chemicals that your body cannot digest naturally. And this is a great question, and yeah, I'm going to do a follow-up video about this food supply thing. This is really important because this has to do with your health, okay? Real quick, when you buy vegetables or fruits or anything like that, the best thing to do is put it in a bowl of water and pour some apple cider vinegar on it. And that will alleviate and get rid of any of the parasites that are actually in the food that you're going to eat, just in case you have no choice. You might live in an area where you're like, hey, the only place I have to shop is this place over here. I don't have another choice. So what can I do? That's one of the things that you can do. Clean your food really well before you ingest it, okay? And I'm going to get into another video I should make about what's really organic food and what's not. Okay, that was a great question, by the way, whoever sent that. Next one. Again, this had nothing to do with the video, but I just picked random questions. Is the Earth flat? Ugh, here we go. I'm gonna get a lot of flack for this one, and I know for a fact people are just gonna scroll, but that's fine. Yes, it is. 100% it's flat. Matter of fact, 1,000% it's flat. Working for the Department of Navy, I can assure you it is definitely flat. The weaponry that we use, the technology that we have on the ships, all laser guided, trust me, wouldn't work on a ball. Let's just put it that way. It is a flat Earth plane. That's why you fly on an airplane, okay? You live on a plane, a flat plane, just so you know. Open up your Bible. It will tell you in the Bible that the Earth is stationary. It does not move, and it's flat. It's in the Bible. Go look it up. Anyway, on to the next question. Again, with the glasses. What do you know about DUMBs? Another great question. And if you don't know what DUMBs are, it's deep underground military bases. That's what DUMBs are. A lot of people have been talking about this on TikTok, of how the elites are running away and they're going to go hide under the ground because they know that this catastrophe is coming. Not true. Not true. Okay? They've been living underground the whole time. Okay, how do you think they travel? How do you think they get from the East Coast to the West Coast? Do you think they jump on an airplane like me and you? No. There's an underground monorail that takes them from California to New York in probably an hour or less. And there's a whole city underground, okay, with shopping centers and you name it, it's down there. I've actually seen the maps of this. I have an old one and I also have an updated map, and I'll share that in one of my upcoming videos. I know a lot of people are going to be interested in this topic. There are entrances to a lot of these underground facilities. A lot of them are built into mountainsides, and they just kind of open up magically. And you'll see trucks driving in there bringing supplies. So if you wonder where all your food is gone, your real food, because if a lot of people will drive through America and they'll say, I see cows and I see pastures and I see corn and I see food being grown. Yeah, but it's not for you, okay? Your food is coming out of a laboratory and their food is being grown naturally from the earth. And it's going to the underground facilities. It's not going to you in your local supermarket. Now, you can still get some natural meats and beefs and things, but you have to go to a farmer's market or like a real butcher shop, and I would even question that, to be honest. All right, let's go to the next one. I'm going to skip 7 and go to 8 and then go back to 7, okay? What can we do to avoid this or help ourselves? Another great question. I'm going to start with... Let's start with the basics, okay? This is going to start with your spirituality and your belief system, okay? What you believe, what you feel in your heart. If you believe in God like I do, He will always guide you in the right direction. He'll lead you to this video. He'll put certain people in your life for a certain reason, and I believe this 100%, okay? What can you do? What you can do is participate in mental health. In other words, your mental and spiritual health will guide you to your answers. I'm not your guru. I'm not going to sit here and pretend I know everything and give you every answer and, come off like I'm some kind of wizard or something, because I'm not. I just have information that I share with you people that you might not know about, or I'll validate things that other people have spoken about, given my background, which is a whole nother video. I had a few other people ask me about my background, and maybe I'll go into that real quick before the end of this video. Okay, last question. What is the end game? Another great question. Control. The end game is control. So by 2027 or sooner, we will be on a digital platform. What you know now as currency or money or paper money or whatever will no longer exist. It will be on a digital platform. It'll all be done through AI. 100%. You will not be able to buy groceries. You will not be able to go to the doctor's office. You will not be able to do anything. Matter of fact, you won't even be able to drive or travel, by the way. So this is very important that you need to understand that food, water, and shelter are the 3 main things that we all need to survive. Besides family and compassion. That's really important, that people have compassion. I see that that's definitely lacking in our society today, although there are some good people out there. So again, the end game is really control. It's coming, whether you think you can avoid it or not. If you have a chance to go off-grid and live off-grid, that would be a great plan. If not, I would get out of the United States like I did 3 years ago. So, and we were out just having a coffee one day, and he had said to me, hey, listen, if I were you, I would make sure that you get out of the United States by 2025. Now, being that I worked for the Department of Navy, and I had some information about certain things, we kind of coincided together and collaborated some certain things, but he was on point when he said that, about getting out of the United States by 2025. So my suggestion to you people would be to subscribe to my channel. There's going to be some upcoming videos. I'm going to go over certain topics. I'm going to stick to these topics, and hopefully that information will help you. So as of right now, I just wanted to answer some questions really quick and not make this too long, and hopefully that helped a lot of you people. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. Thank you.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe and I'll see you in our next video.